question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control it. My bones, I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control it. In my bones, I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes. Move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
All right, y'all, happy Wednesday, October 1st. We are on T-6 for the GameStop warrant distribution. Welcome to the evening show. Welcome, welcome. Pop a drink, grab a smoke. We're just going to chill for a bit tonight. I'll answer whatever questions you guys want to throw at me about GameStop. And it just hit $28.10 here in the late night, overnight trading hours. We're at $27.90. Hopefully everybody's happy out there. I know, you know, from time to time we get some people coming in the chat here who are not happy for whatever reason. Like, I don't know how you could be unhappy about GameStop. I mean, maybe if your cost basis was $50, you might still be unhappy. But most of you who've been tuning in to this channel have a cost basis well below the current price. And you're doing quite well right now. Shin Kyoku, long time no see. How you doing? I'm doing swell. Thank you for asking. As we get the show started here on this Wednesday evening, a couple of reminders. I'm just a retail trader like you guys. Nobody pays me. Not GameStop, not AMC, no short hedge funds, nobody. I wish someone would pay me. Send me an email, bro. I would disclose it as required by regulation if someone did pay me. But fair warning, some opinions shared tonight might upset you because I don't varnish the truth. I'm not here to win friends or influence you. I'm here to help you understand without hype or emotion the various aspects of what is going on with these trades. I could be bullish on some of them. The tickers that we talk about on this channel, I might not be bullish on some of the other ones, and my opinions might change on one ticker from time to time, depending on the financials, what's going on, corporate actions, or even the chart. You know, there might be a shitty stock that has an interesting chart. I could tell you, I don't like the financials, but the chart looks good. It's a good day trade. You know, be flexible if you are a real trader. This is not a buy and hold channel, just to be clear. The only thing we try and buy and hold here is blue chip value play stocks, companies that you know of, well-known brands with massive operating profits and a long history. I'm talking 10, 20-year history of growing revenues, growing profits, and hopefully some dividends. That's what we like here. But we speculate on a bunch of other stuff. And what I'm speculating on is not trading advice for you. You're not paying me for advice. I'm talking to you about what I'm doing. And, you know, if you have questions and want to hear my opinion about whatever you don't understand, I'm happy to try and help. But always make sure on these tickers that you know your own risk tolerance. And I am a believer in diversification. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, for the love of God. I mean, good luck to you if you do. Sometimes that pays off. I mean, moonshots happen. But understand how you are compartmentalizing all your risk into that one ticker. and you never know what's going to happen. So I like diversification. Speculative trades, I try and keep my speculative amount at risk manageable, something that wouldn't bother me if I lose it. Dink says he's not sad. Yay. Yay. The Spiz, welcome. He says, what is your expectation on price action after ex-dividend date? I'm going to say my crystal ball is not perfectly clear. And I'm also going to say what I love to say about retail FOMO stocks, meme stocks. Never underestimate retail's ability to drive a ticker up far past where you think it should go. And that's also a warning to the shorts. Never underestimate what can happen in these tickers. I watch some of the short channels and I watch them get obliterated and they're like, fuck, man. They just don't see it coming. And, you know, if they can't see it coming and that's their job, I sure can't predict it myself. I can be hopeful that the price runs up. But we looked at 10 days ago, I put out a video for you guys with 7 other tickers that have done warrant dividends like GameStop. Maybe we could look at those again tonight briefly, because I have them all labeled with pretty lines and stuff. Let's look. We could look at those and see how they performed. The problem is when you go look at other tickers, they're not GameStop. Every company, every warrant, every set of books, financials, they're all different. And so even if we go look at 7 other tickers in the last 5 years, does that tell us necessarily what's going to happen with GameStop? No. No, because they're all different. But it's still fun stuff to go look at. And my favorite one is Occidental Petroleum, Oxy. They issued their warrants how long ago? No, I don't want. Oh, this is the tab I want. They issued their warrants on June of 2020. They expire on August of 2027. So 7-year warrants. 43% of them are still outstanding. Now, why do I say that? Because the exercise price is $22. And people will tell you on GameStop, as soon as it crosses 32, everyone's going to exercise. I want you to keep this in mind here. Exercise price on Oxy, $22. We know as of the most recent report from the company, 43% of the warrants were still outstanding. What is Oxy trading at? $47. This is what I want you guys to understand. This is what is useful information, I think. The pumper grifter channels are telling you as soon as it hits 32, everyone's going to exercise and GameStop's going to have $1.9 billion. Probably not. Probably not. The smart people will not exercise until very close to the expiration. And if you're really feeling jumpy, like this price of this warrant is so good, if I don't do something right now, I'm never going to be able to capture this value again. If you're feeling that, then sell the damn warrant. Don't exercise it, because then what? You're going to have a share. You're going to spend $32. You're going to have a share that's going to be $2, $3, $8 in the money that you're not going to sell. So you didn't capture any of the value or the time premium. If you think GameStop's only going to go up for the next 13, 24, 36 months, why not just hold on to the warrant all the way till expiration? That's what most people will do. And go watch my video called No Exercise Early, something taught in school. Even my son, who is in business school at UT, the McCombs Business School. He's about to finish his master's in finance and accounting. He knew this stuff. I called him up. I said, did you hear at GameStop doing warrants? Do you know about not exercising early? He said, yeah, we just covered that in class last week. He said, and then if you're going to keep the warrant, go short the ticker. Man, they are really on top of teaching these kids the exact same stuff that Wall Street knows already. You guys don't know it because no one covering these tickers is teaching you this stuff. But I guarantee you, everybody on Wall Street got the same education my son's getting. And, volatility changes things. If GameStop announces some news and sends this thing to the damn moon, that's what I'm here for. GameStop announcing some news of what they're going to do with the cash. If this thing takes off, then, kind of all bets are off about what happens with warrants and options and convertible bonds. But if we just kind of assume there's no new catalyst, just good earnings reports, kind of chugging along, I think it's very predictable what happens with warrants, options, and convertible bonds. They will follow traditional finance norms. John Y says, Tony, are you planning on selling GameStop for some gains this Friday? I am not. Let's go back to GameStop here for a second. We talked about this briefly last night. And kind of what I look at is for my swing trades. My swing trades might be a day or they might be 6 months. Because I reevaluate everything every week, let's be fair, but I set up these demand and supply zones so you guys kind of roughly know where I'm looking at for entries and exits on these trades. So it's like here, when it hit this supply zone, let's see, go back. So in April, I bought down here 21.25. I sold up here at 33.02. I did not get the absolute top, which was 35.81. But I'm not trying to time things perfectly. I'm trying to maximize gains while being able to lock in gains. And so I'm not worried about, did I get the absolute top penny? Or did I have a good trade? I mean, that's $12 in a month and a half. Pretty good. And then I sold, I waited for it to come back down into the demand zone, rebought at 21.61. That's where I'm sitting right now. I have no plans to think about selling until I see if we can retest this supply zone up here. And even if we do, would I automatically sell right here? Not automatically. That's where I really get focused on analyzing what is driving it there. Was it news? Was it FOMO? Was there something tangible, or are we just dealing with ether, hopes, wishes, and dreams? I'm going to sell if everybody is running it up on hopes, wishes, and dreams. I will sell. If there's news for me to recalculate a valuation on GameStop, then I might hold. So I don't have a firm answer, but this is kind of a target area where I will make some tougher choices. So maybe we have those conversations if it hits back up here, 33, 35, 36 range. Remember, I am a swing trader of GameStop. I'm not a buy and hold channel. It's fine with me if you want to do that. If you're happy with your account and your trades, then I am happy for you. That's all that matters. Find what works for you. Paul says, this is where you go wrong. This stock is like nothing other. I had to leave all that. I had to let that go, Paul. I mean, I hope you're right for you and all your brethren. I hope you're right. But you know what, Paul? I let that go years ago when I saw the hype and the misinformation about the GameStop stock split, all the same hype and misinformation that's being put out on the warrants, how it was going to be transformational, the shorts are scared, blah, blah, blah. That's when I just had it with this community of hypesters, people pushing misinformation. There's no evidence of billions of synthetic shares, Paul. And you're about to find out if I'm right or wrong in what? A day, 2, 3 days? So please come back. Please come back, Paul. What's going to be the answer, Paul, if the stock tops out at 29 bucks, 30 bucks, 31? What are you going to say? Have you thought about that? I'll wait. I will wait. As soon as I let go all of that nonsense and categorized it properly as entertainment, a nice to have, if it ever was right, beautiful. I hope I'm long when you're right. I might not be, but I hope I am. I don't think, I don't analyze these tickers thinking about billions of naked shorts. It's enough for me to think Ryan Cohen has $8.7 billion and he has finally turned the corner on operating profits. Those are the only two things I need to know, Paul, for me to understand what is a good entry and a good trade, to understand my risk. I'm not trying to talk you out of what you believe. I mean, it will mesh in nicely with my trading plan, but because I was able to let all that stuff go, I've been able to sell this stock over and over for massive profits. I sold back here in June, 60 bucks. And the next day when they announced dilution, I sold the other half of my position at 48. Did you sell? Have you locked in any gains at all in the last 3 years, 4 years? Or are you just sitting here still praying that one day you'll get the billions of naked shorts? And the other question I have, just real talk here, guys, because I love you. If you truly believe that they could create billions of naked shorts and the SEC, FINRA, DOJ, Secret Service, FBI, no one cares, no one's doing anything, what is going to stop them from printing another 2 billion or doing whatever the F they want next week? What's going to stop them? No one ever has really an answer for that. I just had to let all that go. I don't trade these stocks on that belief, and it's still perfectly fine with me if you wish to believe it. I have no desire to talk you out of your deeply held beliefs. Believe whatever you want. I can tell you that letting that go has been immensely profitable for me on GameStop. Joe says, does the warrant become a share next October when it expires? No. You must pay to exercise, Joe. So if you do nothing, if you're holding warrants all the way to October 30th, GameStop will start sending out warnings about a month in advance. They will tell you, if the warrant is in the money and you wish to exercise, do it before October 30th, or it will expire worthless and you will lose your right. So should you decide you want to exercise, you must do it before the expiration date. The Spiz says, that's why I don't exercise, but also why I'm out of shape. I love it. Ba-dum-bump. Marilyn Mom says, please explain how the next few days will prove the theory on synthetics. Yeah, Paul. That's a question for Paul, right? Marilyn Mom. I think what you're going to see is very normal trading in the next couple days. What I told you guys on September 9th is there would be some run up as retail got really excited about these warrants, just like it did before the split in 2022. There'd be some run up, and there'd also be some run up probably because there might be some shorts that don't want to F around with this shit. And so they'll close out their trade for a couple days, or put on different hedging just to manage their risk, or to get out of the short position until the warrants are distributed. I think it's very reasonable, and probably most of you, I'm no genius, probably most of you also thought the price would go up, right? I'm not saying I'm some genius here for thinking that, but that was my thinking. FOMO, maybe some short repositioning. And then, we go back to business as usual next week, unless Ryan Cohen and GameStop have some new news. That's what I'm expecting. There'll be a little bit of jockeying around once the warrants are distributed on Tuesday, because some shorts will need to deliver warrants. Maybe they didn't get out of their short trade. They said, we're just going to roll with it. We're not going to close our short. We'll just pick up warrants in the open market on Tuesday and hand them over to the lender. There might be a little bit of jockeying around and volatility on the warrants Tuesday, or that they could be hit with massive selling as passive ETFs and bondholders who don't need them or want them decide to sell. I don't know. But Marilyn Mom, we're still waiting for Paul S. to explain the answer to your question. Paul, you want to call in? She wants to know, how will the next few days prove the theory on synthetics? Bailey says, do you think it might go over $30 tomorrow? I was hoping it would go over 28 today during the daytime hours, Bailey. Could it go over 30 tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, I'd say there's a reasonable probability, not a certainty. Look at the chart, man. This daily chart is on fire. Let's change to, I mean, I don't see anything on here that tells me volume's going up, price is going up. There's not really any bearish signals sitting out here telling me that they're ready to knock it down. But we have two key dates coming up. We got the ex-dividend date on Friday, and we have the distribution date on the 7th. So those will be the dates that I'm watching for maybe a change in direction. I hope it doesn't happen, but I think those are the dates that we look at. Assuming the market stays stable. We got a government shutdown. Everything seemed to be cool today. But, barring any market abnormalities, I'm not thinking GameStop's going to go down tomorrow. A 30 would be cool with me. Bailey, do you remember when you blocked me over MMTLP? I think you blocked me, or maybe I blocked you. You got really mad at me. Welcome back. Welcome back. This show is an acquired taste. It might take you years to realize I'm actually one of the few trying to help you guys. I know it's not always a popular message. I told those MMTLP people a month before it ran up is to sell if it ran up, because they would a few weeks later get stuck holding some worthless ticker, and boy did they get mad at me, Bailey included. I still love you, Bailey. It's okay. I'm used to people getting mad at me. It's not an easy job sitting in this chair. John says, I'm guessing you will sell the warrants. What are the key factors you're looking at in regards to when to sell? I'm going to reflect back to what my hope is. This is my speculative bet, John. My speculative bet is that within the next 12 months, by the end of October, 2026, or would that be 13 months? That GameStop will announce some news to send the stock up. That would be a great time if that happens, and if the price, that would be a great time to unload the warrants. Maybe if there is unusual activity on them on Tuesday, it might be an opportunity, but I don't know. Oh man, it's so tough. I don't know that I would be motivated to sell them, because I think GameStop's fundamentally in a good spot. And there's a reasonable chance to believe, I think, I can't guarantee you anything, I don't guarantee you anything, but I think there's a reasonable chance to believe that GameStop and Ryan Cohen have some plan. I might be wrong on that, but if we look at ENVX, this is a company that announced a warrant on July of 2025. The warrants were distributed on July 21st. You can see the price action was bullish up until the warrant distribution date, and then it just tanked. I mean, this is one example. I did a video for you guys 10 days ago with 7 examples. I want you to go study those. This one ran up all the way till the warrants were distributed, then it only went down. This is not GameStop financials though, so I'm not trying to tell you a story that GameStop will act the same way. I'm just saying anything could happen. And if we look at the warrants in VXW, right? That might not be right. Let me refer to my trusty cheat sheet here. ENVXW. Oh, they're expired. Well, why? How come we can't see them? This is not the right chart. Let's do this. I got a special watch list with these. ENVXW. The warrants peaked on the first day, you guys, for ENVXW. They closed the day at 578. They peaked at almost $8. And then they pretty much only went down after that. And then the company in their documents had put in a provision that they could announce a early expiration, and they did. They announced an early expiration. Everybody got, I think, 24 hours notice. If you don't exercise your warrants by tomorrow, they will expire. You can see what happened here. The value got ripped out of them as soon as they made that announcement. Yeah, they announced on 8/28 that they would expire at 4 p.m. on 8/29. So you had an $8 warrant in July that by end of August was worth 50 cents. Anything can happen. I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to go that way for GameStop, but we shall see. GameStop is not Enovix. Enovix got some pretty shady financials. Jesse, I like your comment. Jesse says, do you think it's a good idea to buy more warrants when the shorts drop the price? I'm already thinking like you, Jesse. Do I think it's a good idea? I think it's a good enough idea that I'm thinking about it already. If the warrants get smacked down and my analysis of GameStop has not changed, would I consider adding some warrants? Possibly, depending on how they're priced. I would probably be comparing them to a October 2026 call option and see which one, for $32 strike, see which one gave me a better deal. The Spiz says, I stumbled across your channel during the earnings and stayed for the realistic honesty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. GT, how you doing, amigo? Kevin says, Tony, do you use level 1, level 2 order book time and sales before you make a trade? I have a day trading screen here that I will use that stuff. I have them hidden behind in the OTC order book and time and sales. I do use them for some tickers, some trades, but not typically for a swing trade. I might be monitoring that stuff if I'm trying to day trade something. Spiz says, my assumption is the warrants will go the same way as when the AMC ape did. We had a good conversation about that in the Discord today. Someone was asking a question similar to that, and GameStop warrants are not ape, first of all, was my first thought. That doesn't mean that there couldn't be some similarities in how they trade, and I'll get to that in a second. But when ape was distributed to everybody, the entire market knew that the next shoe to drop would be that AMC was going to sell more ape and dilute it because they needed to raise money. They were in dire cash position. I know the Popcorn Project people, the haters of AMC, they think AMC was not in dire straits financially. They were a quarter or two away from running out of cash and having the lenders foreclose on the company. So of course they came up with a creative solution, ape, and gave themselves the ability to survive to another day. The market knew they were going to dilute. We talked about that here before they were even distributed. But the severity in which that sell-off happened even surprised me. And only till later, who was this? The Spiz. Only till later did I get my aha moment on why that happened. And I took that learning and I'm applying it to GameStop. And what was that aha moment, do you think? What did I not properly account for? We knew that ape would be used for additional dilution. What did I not think about? Because these things are not common. I don't have all the answers. What did I miss in ape? I'll give you a minute to guess. I've already talked about it with you guys as it pertains to GameStop. And since we're on a few seconds delay, hopefully a couple of y'all are typing in your answers. But I'm going to go ahead and just reveal my aha moment. The aha moment was institutions had no desire to hold ape, no need to hold ape. In fact, because it was a preferred share, some of them couldn't hold ape. If I would have, again, my crystal ball is not always perfect. I apologize. If I had properly assessed that risk, I might have done something different initially on the ape distribution. I still would not have sold ape and bought AMC. That was kind of like a fool's gambit. But I might have just stepped out of ape, let it hit its bottom, and then come in and buy. Ape was the good trade once they announced that they were going to come back together because of that arbitrage opportunity that existed there. But it really only worked out for people that had conviction to buy at the bottom of ape. Like, what was that company? The hedge fund? and a few people in our Discord. I think that people are not taking into account that passive ETFs have no interest in holding these GameStop warrants. That's at least, I mean, in my quick check, at least 40 or 50 million shares in passive ETFs. You can go to Fintel and look at 13F filings. It'll tell you, you know, blah, blah, Vanguard ETF. Those people, those ETFs are not going to hold the warrants. So that's already 4 or 5 million immediate warrants that are going to be unloaded into the market. What do I mean by immediately? The second the market opens? I don't know. Maybe the first day or two. Maybe the first few minutes. I don't know. But I don't think they have any intention in holding those warrants. And I think, you know, it's reasonable to think the same thing about the convertible bondholders that are getting 14 million warrants. Do they have a desire or a need to hold the warrants? Depends on their strategy and their outlook. Maybe they hold them, maybe they sell them. I would be really careful about someone who says they know exactly what's going to happen. These people tell you, of course they're going to hold them. Really? How do you know that? You want them to hold them, but we don't know what they're going to do. We don't have sophisticated arbitrage strategies like they do. We don't have billions of dollars on the line like they do. They might just say, thank you for the gift. Oh, you're going to run it up on Tuesday morning? Thank you very much, sell. I don't know. That's why I say there might be some volatility. What is, on that first day or two, what is going to be the matchup between institutions that want to dump the warrants versus shorts that need them? I do clearly think some shorts will need the warrants on Tuesday. But I think there'll be far more sellers of warrants on Tuesday than buyers, unless Paul S. is correct. Unless there's billions of naked shorts that need warrants. And then I'd be happy to be wrong, and we will know that quickly and violently. And if I'm right, you'll just see boring, you know, maybe the warrants run up a little bit, or maybe they sell off. We'll know really quick who is right. And believe me, I'd love Paul to be correct, because I'd much rather sell at 100, Paul, than $30 or 33, 35. Wedmore, how you doing? He says, could you explain lowering the price of the warrants? I thought when they are issued, they'd be a set price. The easiest way to get a rough idea based on the current price of GameStop. Remember, the warrants value is comprised of, what's the price of GameStop? It's comprised of intrinsic value and extrinsic value. So the price of GameStop, how much time is left, and volatility, basically. And if you want to get a rough approximation of what the warrants likely will be priced at, you could look at the October $32 strikes on the options chain. They're trading 485 bid, 510 ask. That tells me, you know, it with GameStop trading at 27.69 at the close today, it's reasonable to expect the warrants will be worth about $5. If GameStop goes up, this option will increase in value, and so will the expected price of the warrant when it starts trading on Tuesday. And then once if the stock price goes over 32, then the warrant, just like this option, will trade dollar for dollar up with GameStop. So if at $32, this option is worth, say, $6.50 and GameStop ticks up to $33, this option would be worth $7.50. The warrant would have that similar type of leverage to it once you go over the strike price. Marilyn Mom says the shorts will buy them up. Yeah, I think there are some shorts that will need warrants on Tuesday. That's going to be the fun jockeying around. And yeah, I was going to say maybe we'll get a preview with Bed Bath & Beyond, but no, we won't, because Bed Bath & Beyond warrants launch the same day. Pond Prowler Adventure says, I'm taking a shot every time Tony says warrant. And I will take a shot on your videos, my friend, every time you say dolphin or harbor seal. Go check out Pond Prowler Adventures for a little bit of fun entertainment on YouTube. This guy's crazy. He takes a little tiny rowboat out into the Pacific Ocean. Well, it's not a rowboat. It's got a motor. It's a pond prowler. He's got some good videos if you're just looking for something new. But fair warning, you will get a lot of boat videos recommended to you by YouTube after that. I got to block all the fake pond prowlers. They keep on, oh, you might like this channel. It's about pond prowlers. No, but is it the pond prowler guy? No, no, thank you. Don't recommend this channel. Copycats. You got copycats out there. Marilyn Mom says, how many warrants will be awarded per share? 10 shares get you one warrant. 10 shares get you one warrant. If we count all of the convertible bonds as if exercised into shares, we take the current float, count all of the convertible bonds as if they were exercised. The float right now would be 590 million. Divide by 10. That's why GameStop is issuing 59 million warrants. So every 10 shares gets one warrant. About 14 million going to the bondholders and the rest to retail and institutional traders. And the shorts are fucked. The shorts are going to have to go figure out where to get their warrants. They're probably going to have to buy them in the open market on Tuesday if they didn't close out their short position before tomorrow. You gotta do something by tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day. You will be a holder of record on Friday if you own shares or are short tomorrow when the market closes. Warrant. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 shots. You owe me. Pond Prowler. Let's get him to come on live. You want to come on live and do 5 shots? I think we should make him live up to his bet there. Mark, what's up? Mark says, something to consider. DFV probably reestablishing his position this past month. Tomorrow, the last day to buy and receive warrants. I would love to see Keith Gill come back, Mark. Besides GameStop announcing some news about their use of cash, the other wild card that all of us would love to see, even though I get it, the bears say, oh, it's meaningless, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to see Keith Gill come back. We know that he drives excitement. I don't care if it's justified or not. I don't care. Bring him back. And I'm pretty sure you guys that are bullish don't care either. Only the shorts care. Pond Prowler says, I have zero idea how to go on live. I will send you a link, my friend. You got a phone? Will you take 5 shots? We have this new thing that we're testing out with this software called Collab Cam. I just request a link from the app and drop it in the chat there, and you click on it and Bob's your uncle. There you go. Mark says, if we get a kitty post on X tomorrow after hours, those warrants could be in the money before they hit our accounts. I would love it, Mark. I would love it. Please, Keith Gill, come back. I got to say, though, don't make your investment hinging on the requirement that Keith Gill comes back, right? We don't want to invest in a ticker and then pray for some social media personality to come back. We want to get a good entry based on our belief of the risk and the fundamentals, and 8.7 billion in cash. And we want to ride that. Keith Gill, Roaring Kitty is a nice to have. It's a bonus. It is not the cornerstone of my trade, but I will take it. I'll take every little extra bit. All right, Pond Prowler says, you let me know when you get home, sir. Where the Jim Beam is. That's right. John says, can Ryan issue more warrants after Q3, even with this warrants not fully exercised? Yeah, he can, John. That's a good question. GameStop has, if I'm not mistaken, they have authorized 1 billion shares, right? They've got 590 million spoken for, plus another 59 million from the warrants. So they still have 450 million shares to play with, rough numbers. He could issue more warrants, absolutely. How'd you like to see this stock reset and form a new base around 30, 32 bucks? And then Ryan Cohen issues another round of warrants with a $37 strike. That'd be cool. I mean, why not? Why not? It's no risk to GameStop. Min Lim says, if I sell puts tomorrow in shares, do they include warrants? That is a good question. I prepared this little table here, and I put this out on my community tab and X yesterday. This is for current holders of GameStop options as of today or tomorrow. They will change on Friday to GME1, this top left corner. And then you'll get and GME1 is the current existing options contracts. Everything you see when you go to options right now is going to be relabeled. They'll put a GME1 after it. And then there'll be a new options chain on Friday without the warrants. It'll just look like this. That'll be the GME options chain. And for those of you who haven't been hanging out here, let me just show you what that looks like. See on Lucid how they have the 3rd of October and then 3rd of October Lucid 1? GameStop is going to look like that on Friday. You'll have Lucid is not a warrant stock. I'm just showing you how it looks when you have non-standard options. GME1 will be non-standard. Make sure you have your filter turned on to see non-standard. Otherwise, those go away. You won't be able to see the options with the warrants on GameStop unless you go to your broker, wherever this box is, make sure non-standard is turned on. Otherwise, you're going to think you're buying options with warrants, and you're going to actually be buying options without warrants. The new options chain on Friday will not have warrants attached. Only options contracts is existing as of market close tomorrow. And then depending on if it's a call or a put, if you exercise it, these are what you would receive and deliver. Min Lim. Jimmy says, Tony, you are the best. Giving us real info without bias. Thanks so much. My bias is very simple, and I'm very upfront with that. I think GameStop is in a great position. I love that they have 8.7 billion in cash and that they seem to have turned the corner on operational losses versus profitability. And you should, in my view, it's still a speculative stock until we know what Ryan Cohen plans to do with that money. That doesn't mean I'm bearish. It doesn't mean I hate GameStop. It just means I'm trying to be reasonable in how I explain the trade to you. Why do I call it speculative? Because I don't know what he's going to do with the cash. What if he just decides to sell all his shares and walk away? I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what if? Then you're going to come back to me and say, you told us to buy GameStop at 33, and then Ryan Cohen retired. You know, I got to give myself some room here. So when I see a company with a long history of growing revenue and growing profits, GameStop is not in that category yet. They're in the declining revenue category. When I see a company with growing revenue and growing profits and massive free cash flow, I don't need to use the word speculative. That's not speculative. It's well understood. The company is issuing guidance. There's plenty of analysts providing analysis on the stock. That does not describe GameStop. The only way to accurately describe GameStop until some of these things change is it's speculative. It's just an adjective. It's an adjective, right? Don't take that connotation to mean I'm being bearish. I just have to watch how I speak about the stock, because I found out the hard way. Some of you guys don't know how to manage your own risk. So I have to be careful how I speak. I'm not the one hitting the buy button or not hitting the sell button. That is you, but you must understand the risk. Do your own DD, and I don't mean read Reddit or these little AI slop hype posts on X. That is not DD. That is entertainment. It's somebody's hopes, wishes, and dreams. Oh no. Cigar is going out, and I'm out of fire. Need to order some more butane. Note to self. Mark says, small gamble on some contracts just in case, but most of my cash already invested in shares. Shares are always safest, and good luck on your contracts, Mark. We'll also be picking up some extra warrants if the price is right. If the price is right, Mark, I'm going to be looking at the same potential trade. Yes, the Spiz says, if he sold 5 covered calls, would that include 50 warrants? It would. That would be the second line here. You're short the call, which means you're a seller. Your deliverable, if that option contract was exercised, is you would owe 100 shares plus 10 warrants. But there's a but in here. Don't lose the thought, Tony. There was one other thing I wanted to tell you. Well, I mean, this is not what I was thinking, but most options don't make it all the way to being exercised, right? So, there's people putting out these posts saying, oh, there's tens or hundreds of millions of options contracts that are all going to have warrants attached to them. Oh, I just remembered the but. We'll get to it in a second. Yes, that is true. There'll be tens of thousands or millions of contracts that have warrants attached. That is true. But the vast majority of those are not going to be exercised because most people don't exercise options contracts. And if you're an options trader, you know what I'm talking about. Normally, we're going to close them out to take a loss or take a profit, or they expire worthless. So all of these people hyping you up saying, think about the gamma ramp blah, blah, blah. When those contracts all come due, I mean, if the price runs up, yeah, the options chain can impact the underlying ticker, but it's not like there's going to be some magic date in the future where all of these warrants are going to be due, because the vast majority of them are never going to be exercised, the options contracts. The other thing that I wanted to tell you, Spiz, God dang it, I just lost it again. You will be, I remembered, you will be responsible for the warrants, but the value of the options contract relative to the 100 shares is going to decrease by the value of the warrant. So the reason they do these OCC memos and create the new deliverable is because when a dividend is distributed, the stock price is going to be adjusted down by the value of the dividend. So GameStop's price will be adjusted down by the value of the warrant divided by 10, because a warrant covers 10 shares. $5 warrant would mean a 50-cent per share reduction on GameStop on Friday. 50 cents per share. So yes, you will owe warrants, but your deliverable in shares is going to decrease in obligation. At the moment that these dividends are distributed, but then, you know, the next second the market's going to start trading. And so I can't tell you if it's a good or bad trade, because, you know, prices of the stock are going to go up and down. Prices of the warrants are going to go up and down. But the moment that those warrants are attached to your option contract, the value of your 100 GME shares obligation is going to go down. The warrants get added and it'll end up at the same theoretical obligation in terms of money out of pocket. And then 1 second later, as soon as they start trading, all bets are off. Hopefully that makes sense. Kenneth, he says, is it the right time to add more GameStop or wait and see post warrant which direction price goes, then decide to buy? I cannot give you any trading advice, Kenneth. I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm not adding. You do whatever fits your risk tolerance. Chadster says some big names have gotten on the AI train. Hate to see it. Yeah. It is unfortunate, Chad. But hopefully you guys get good at recognizing what AI slop is. It's usually a big infographic with a bunch of words and stuff that sounds super promising. Often the words are misspelled, or the general facts on the infomercial, the infographic, are just incorrect. They're hopium, which is fine. I don't generally comment on those. You know, everybody's entitled to speculation, but if they get something materially incorrect, I might say something. Not because I hate the person, just because, you know, it's a good opportunity to have some discussion about, you might have overlooked something. Like the guy that was putting out the warrant squeeze infomercial, saying they can't create synthetic warrants. They absolutely can. They can't short warrants. They absolutely can. They can't fail FTD warrants. They absolutely can. Yes, yes, yes. A short, you can short a warrant. You can fail a warrant. In my book, those are synthetic warrants. You've not delivered something you had an obligation to, or you borrowed something that existed, thereby synthetically increasing the float of the warrants. I got in a fun discussion this past week with the guy that said you can't short or FTD warrants. And then we went over that in detail last night. If you want to see the actual evidence, we put it up on the screen last night. 7 tickers that have warrants just like GameStop's with short reports on the warrant. And some of them had FTD reports too. So don't tell me that you can't short or FTD a warrant. You absolutely can. Richie Rich, good question. He says, can the warrants be extended beyond October 26? Possibly, Richie. I haven't seen the final 424B2 filing. We expect to see that on Tuesday the 7th. That's normally companies file the prospectus for the warrants. Keep in mind the warrants were initially covered in a S3 filing, a mixed shelf offering. So they need to do a prospectus update. That'll probably drop on the 7th. It'll describe everything about the warrants. Could they sneak a couple of things in there that they haven't talked about, like Richie's asking? They could. They could sneak some couple things in there. I'm not expecting them to, because I think they would have already gone over it in the initial PR. But the couple of things they could sneak in, like Richie says, the optionality to extend the expiration date. They could sneak that in. I say sneak. We'll be able to read it, but we're not expecting it. The other thing that they could sneak in is the ability to expire the warrants early, like NYSE did. They could say if it trades above this price for 30 calendar days, make up a number, 20 out of 30, they could add in some wording like in NYSE. If it trades over this price for X days, we have the ability to say game over, all warrants must be exercised or they will be canceled. And that is exactly what NYSE did. Their warrants only were on the market about 2 months, and they called it early exercise. And if you didn't pull the trigger, either sell or exercise, those things went almost to 0 cents real quick. So yeah, Richie, they could. Am I expecting they will? I'm not, but I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility. Absolutely could happen. Dan D, thank you for the sub. Kenneth says, any expectations that Roaring Kitty might come back with the X tomorrow night? No expectations, but I certainly will take it. I'd love me a Roaring Kitty tweet fest over the weekend, or even starting tomorrow. I'll never turn that down. Dan says, my strategy will be to move right after RC moves. Oh man, someone was talking about that in the Discord today. And I think that is a very astute observation, Dan. We should see some filings, I think, from the executives within a couple days of the warrants being issued. If they received a substantial amount of warrants, we should receive a filing disclosing their position. And then the follow-on, I think we will see those filings from at least some of the GameStop execs. Ryan Cohen for sure. Then we might see some follow-on filings if he exercises or disposes of them by selling them. I don't know what Ryan Cohen's going to do, but I think we should see filings after the fact to let us know what he did. The question is, will it be too late? Will the price react once the filing drops and you're waiting to see what Ryan Cohen does? What if he didn't do what you wanted? I mean, if he exercises them, that would be perceived as bullish, of course. If he disposes of them, I don't think he will. But if he did, that would probably be perceived as a trader, which is why, I mean, what an awkward position for him. I think he's fine on money, and he's probably just going to let him ride. And I also think, this is just my bet, not any financial advice for you guys. I think GameStop has a plan in the next 13 months to announce some news. So I think Ryan holds his warrants. I'd be disappointed and surprised if he sells them. But I'm not going to tell you that it can't happen. It could happen. Not expecting it. Oh, look, I have a lighter here. Does it work? It does work. Remember in Bed Bath & Beyond days when everyone thought Ryan Cohen was going to diamond hand those shares forever? And then he dropped a filing that he was anticipating selling, and then he sold immediately. And it was too late if you waited for the Ryan Cohen filing. I was very lucky in that trade. I was swing trading BBBY on that run up, and I got out like the day before, or the day of, I can't remember. Very close to the top. Just pure luck. I did not know that he was going to drop a filing, but good Lord, I'm glad I got out before he did. Mark has a good little comment there. He's saying he's hoping to see a filing from the company. They still have money reserved for buybacks. $100 million, right, Mark? I've seen that sentiment going around on social media. Should GameStop do a buyback? Will they do a buyback? Would it help? Would it help? Yes. Do I think they will do a buyback at this price range? I do not. The time to do a buyback for them was when it was at $10, 11, 12, 13. They're selling shares around this price. 27, 28, 30, 32. They're trying to raise money with warrants. I don't see them spending money to do a buyback. I could be completely wrong, and it would be bullish if they did. But I don't know that it would be the smartest use of cash. Kenneth says, any comments on the $8 million worth of call options bought by a whale after market close? That was, those were deep in the money calls at 3 different strikes, right, Kenneth? Are we talking about the same thing? Like $10, $15, and $20 strikes for a January expiration? Rough total on that came to just over $8 million. I'll tell you 2 things, Kenneth, if we're talking about the same thing. First, let's get the best one out of the way first. If it was a bullish bet, which it could be a speculator, great. You could definitely make an argument that that is a bullish signal. You could make that argument, and I would have no way to disagree with you. I would say definitely could be a bullish speculative bet. Maybe somebody knows something. Maybe somebody's swinging something, hoping. Absolutely. But my first thought was poor man's covered calls. Do y'all know what I mean here? Poor man's covered calls. It'd be a great If somebody wanted to just rake in some premium by selling covered calls, if they think that this thing is not going over, pick your price. Let's just say they think it's not going over 32 bucks, 33, 34. They have this insurance, these deep in the money calls they picked up far cheaper than buying shares. That's why we call it a poor man, because they're not laying out all the cash to buy the shares. They're just buying insurance that they could get delivery on shares, and they're paying far less buying the call options than if they had bought the same amount of shares. And then they can go sell calls at higher strikes, 32, 33, 34. Who's going to buy them? Retail. Retail is salivating to buy out of the money calls. It'd be a fantastic trade for somebody with deep pockets. Buy deep in the money calls and then sell out of the money calls and rake in millions of dollars in premium. And as long as GameStop doesn't go over their strike price, they're in good shape. What would hurt them if GameStop tanked? But they, if they pull off selling a bunch of covered calls, they've lowered their basis. I mean, it would be a fantastic trade. I'd do it if I had $8 million sitting around. A lot of people in our Discord do these poor man's covered calls. If you want to join a group of traders running the wheel strategy and doing things like that with options, the Discord is free to kind of test your wheels. The real discussions happen behind the paywall, but you're welcome to join the free rooms and ask questions. But please do not trade options if you're not familiar with them. But we got a great group of traders who can answer questions, help you paper trade until you get comfortable with what you're doing. I would definitely recommend, if you've never traded options, do not start this week. Get some real life experience with paper trading. Mark says if they don't start selling until Friday, they get to keep free warrants. I had this conversation with someone in Discord. He said, Tony, could I just buy shares on Thursday and then sell them on Friday, and then I'll have free warrants? I mean, yes, you could. And you would have free warrants. But you would also, let's say there was no trading at all going on in GameStop on Friday morning. You would wake up Friday morning and be in the red on your shares, even though the price didn't move because no trades occurred. If GameStop's at 28 bucks, market close on Thursday, you're going to wake up Friday morning, and if that warrant is worth $5, you're going to see your GameStop is now at 27.50 because the share price is going to be reduced by the value of the warrant divided by 10. So you don't really get free warrants, is my point. GameStop share price will be reduced on Friday by the value of the warrants divided by 10. You might not notice it because there actually will be trading going on. And sometimes, price adjustments due to dividends are not even noticed by people unless it's a big dividend. If it was a $3 dividend, you'd see a $3 reduction in GameStop's price. Let's say they announced a special dividend of $3 cash. The morning after the ex-dividend date, you'd wake up to a $3 drop on the GameStop price. And same thing will happen with these warrants. But since I'm only expecting it to be maybe 50 cents per share, we might not notice it, depending on what's happening with the trading volatility and the price action on Friday. Pond Prowler says he's 2 shots in. Does that make sense, Mark? I mean, yeah, you would get warrants, but they aren't technically free due to the adjustment of the GameStop price. But let's cross our fingers and hope that GameStop continues up on Friday. And then anybody trying that strategy could sell at break even or maybe even a gain on their GameStop and get free warrants. It could happen. Definitely could happen. But you need bullish continuance on the price action Friday. Sparky, what's up? How you doing, amigo? Sparky, what is the worst thing you saw on social media today? Let me guess. It had something to do with AMC paying off $40 million in debt. I bet that really pissed Sparky off. The comments and YouTube videos on that topic. Voila, chi-chi-ching. Magic wand, 40 million in debt. Poof. How's that happen? No cash, no shares, just poof. I don't know if you saw my message, Sparky. I tried to go back through all the documents and find the collar price on those exchangeable notes from AMC. I couldn't find the actual details of the collar, other than they said that the principal of the exchangeable notes would be adjusted by end of Q3. So that it was a principal adjustment. That's how AMC reduced their debt. It was agreed upon in July, but the adjustment for or against AMC was unknown, and it had to do with how the stock traded over that period of time, I guess, from July till September. And it worked out in AMC's favor. They got a $40 million reduction in the principal. So, cool. It definitely mentioned a collar in the July 1st transaction summary sheet exhibit 10.1. It mentioned a collar. It did not provide any details. It set up something like at the agreed upon prices, Sparky. And I tried looking at a couple of other documents, a couple of other dates, and then I was like, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. It's already done. 40 million to the favor of AMC. Good on them. Do we have any AMC investors in this chat? No, I probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't go over Adam Aaron's press release today. There's some breadcrumbs in there for you. If you read that press release very carefully and very slowly, there's some very important, I'd say critical breadcrumbs in today's press release. For those of you who are risk averse, like you can't stand losing another penny on AMC, I want you to go read that press release 5 times slowly until it jumps out at you. Chris says, I'm waiting on AMC just like you. Yes, I'm waiting to see the proxy statement. That's what I'm waiting on, Chris. I have no AMC until I see what is on the proxy, and when are we expecting that? Sometime after October 11th. Because as I have said, I have no way of quantifying the risk for you guys, or even for myself. The risk of more dilution. I just know that it's going to be proposed. Is it going to be good or bad? Is it going to be what we want to see? Better? Worse? It's a Goldilocks. I don't know what it's going to say. Richie Rich says he wants the breadcrumbs. All right, Richie, you're going to make some people mad at me. But because I love you guys. My wife today, she texted me when she got to work. She's working night shift at the hospital. She said, "I'm sorry I was a little bit rude to you before I left." I was like, "Baby, that shit, you're a little bit rude to me, that just slides off. You have no idea how rude people on social media are." You're having a little bit of a rough start to your day trying to get all your shit together, get ready to get in the car. That just slides right off of me. Don't you worry your pretty little head. If you were a little cross. She laughed. All right, Richie Rich. For all the haters, you might want to just shut off the live stream right now. If you don't like some unbiased reading here. All right, we got 40 million canceled notes. Good news. No common shares issued. No cash. Good news. Good, good, good. Now where's the breadcrumb in here? Down here, paragraph 3. I'll tell you when we get to it. It says, Adam Aaron concluded, today's announcement reinforces our commitment to an increasingly stronger, smarter, and more resilient AMC. Breadcrumb time. But we are not done yet. But we are not done yet. We will continue to relentlessly take steps to enhance our balance sheet. What do you think I think that means? How do you relentlessly enhance the balance sheet? Breadcrumb. So that we are increasingly well positioned as the box office recovery continues. So he's anticipating that the income statement's going to look better as the box office continues. However, they will continue to relentlessly take steps to enhance the balance sheet. What's on the balance sheet? Cash and debt. How do you enhance the balance sheet? Well, I mean, normally you would just take cash that your business is throwing off and pay down debt. How do you relentlessly enhance the balance sheet? That word right there, I think he's trying to tell us something. It's your heads up moment. I could be wrong. Don't hate. I think always with AMC, all the clues are there well in advance. They don't make any secret of what they're going to do. It's up to you to read the tea leaves, to see the breadcrumbs. Yeah, Chris. I think, you know, it's a little bit of a hat tip of what we might expect to see on the proxy. Like the company's out of shares. I mean, God love them. They did a lot of work paying off debt by issuing shares and ensuring they had enough liquidity while the box office wasn't quite high enough. They did what they had to do to survive till today, but they are out of shares. AMC's out of shares. So how do you fix the balance sheet? Box office next year will be good, but not good enough to pay off another 500 million or $1 billion in debt. So how do you do that? Or, you know, if there's a rough quarter and you're having a little liquidity problem, how do you handle that? without shares. I would say just be mentally prepared that they're going to ask for shares, and they will employ those shares to relentlessly improve the balance sheet. Not my words, Adam Aaron's words. I'm just interpreting it. Kenneth says maybe relentlessly enhancing the balance sheet by bringing more partners, flavored spicy popcorn, and more concerts and football games. That would be good too. That would be the enhancing the income statement, enhance revenue streams, drive profitability and free cash flow, which you can then use to pay down the debt. That would be cool too, Kenneth, but I have learned the hard way to take AMC at their word and not add my own opium wishes onto what I want it to say, but to just cold-blooded read it as it is written. I know it's not popular. I get it. But hey, that has enabled me to profitably trade GameStop and avoid AMC and avoid losses. Sparky says in the July 1st 8K, it refers to a transaction support agreement, and this current filing may not be complete and is qualified by the supplementary indenture. Are you still talking about the 40 million, Sparky? Palm Prowler says, my cat just said warrant. And so did I. So take a shot. Do you want to do a shot together, Palm Prowler? I'll send you a quick invite. I think I got a little bit of tequila over there. I think we should celebrate GameStop being over $28. Richie Rich says, I prefer to see relentless as a generic. I know. I've been in your shoes, Richie Rich. I've been in your shoes. I know how you feel. And then I had to get a new pair of shoes. Palm Prowler says, let's try it. What is GameStop? Let me see if I can drop a link in here for you, Palm Prowler. Let's see if this works. I'm going to drop it in the chat. What's GameStop, he says. It's only the #1 gaming brick and mortar store that is now transitioning into a collectibles powerhouse, both online with their Power Packs website and now a renewed focus to Lego's collectibles. Plus, Palm Prowler, they have $8.7 billion in cash. And did you know the CEO doesn't take a paycheck? Not $1. Palm Prowler says, I don't want to take from your viewers' enjoyment. They would enjoy watching us take a shot together. Come on, don't be a chicken. GameStop and after hours tonight, overnight trading hit 28.10. Currently trading at 27.90 on very low volume. I see him now. I see him up here. Let's see if we can get him on the screen. There he is. Can you check your audio?
Audio.
We hear you. We hear you.
Okay.
Let me go get a shot glass and that fucking bottle of Tito's. Hang on one second. Are you? Do you have? Oh, you got Jim Beam. Oh fuck, man, he's going. You're not even waiting on me. I ain't drinking out of the bottle. You crazy?
I can't see you. Let's see. I didn't have time to do my. I didn't have time to do my. Okay.
You didn't have time to do your hair? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I didn't have time to do my hair.
Hair and makeup. All right, we got this lonely bottle of Tito's that's been sitting on my bar for a while.
But I can't see you.
Yeah, you can't see me. That is correct. You could put the YouTube channel up and you'll be able to see what the folks are seeing. But just make sure you mute that tab. We don't want to echo. All right, here's the pour. I have not been drinking in 2025. You know that, right? This is a special moment.
I have a commercial coming on.
Hey, man, got to make those pennies.
I think I did that.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, he does, if you weren't here earlier, he does have his own YouTube channel, Pond Prowler Adventures. One day we're going to do a live stream and just go over some of your content. Davinda. All right. Now, he's not even waiting for me on the shots. You agreed that anytime we said the word of the day that you were going to take a shot. How deep into that bottle are you already?
All right. So hold on. So I have like 2 microphones going on at the same time.
Yeah, and one's on delay. It burns. What is that? Is that Tom and Jerry?
Okay. Yeah, and
Porky
I
Pig?
don't know how to, but it says it burns when I pee.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay. All right. So we're taking a shot.
We're taking a shot when I say the word warrant. I said it. All right. Bottoms up. To GameStop hitting $28. May tomorrow bring us 30. Remember when we used to do about 10 of these a night on a live stream?
Yeah, seriously.
Marilyn Mom says, are you washing your shots down with wine? No, he's drinking straight out of the Jim Beam bottle.
Oh my God.
Hey, so tell me, do you still own some AMC, yes or no?
I own.
This is an old channel and Discord member going all the way back to the AMC days.
So I don't know who to answer. I've got like 3 voices going on all at once.
All right, well, turn everything off other than this little window where you and I are talking. I know you won't be able to see me, but I don't want you getting confused. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Don't turn that one off. Click on the link again, because now you left. He accidentally clicked the wrong button. That's what happens when you drink too much Jim Beam. Marilyn Mom, thank you for the cheers. Jojo, how you doing? Chris says someone's getting sauced tonight. Not me. That was my limit, 1 shot. And I'm already feeling it. Woo! But it's 9:45. Still kind of, is that right? Feels like a lot of these live streams I've been going much later than that. But we're going to wrap up here around 10 o'clock tonight. About 15 more minutes. Chris says, I can't drink anymore. I get headaches every time. Yeah, that happens when we get old, Chris. That is, yeah, I don't think I've had a headache, Chris, the entirety of 2025. And I don't know if that's not I don't know if that's related to switching to a more carnivore / keto friendly diet. I don't know if that has more to do with it, or restarting the exercise routine, or not drinking, or a combination of all three, probably all three. But I used to pop Tylenol like it was going out of style. My wife was worried. She's like, you need to go to a doctor, get you check if you have a brain aneurysm or something. You're always getting headaches. And now it's been 10 months without a headache. Gabriel, how you doing? Davinda, I see he's back. All right. We lost you there for a second.
Am I back?
You're back. Just keep this window open. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. And we can see you. They were asking, are you washing your shots down with a bottle of wine? Did you have 2 bottles there?
Yeah, that's pretty much my day.
Well, oh, you are washing it down with a bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this guy is nuts.
Well, and then Karen made me a cocktail, and that's almost gone. It's broken. So,
what was in that? Jim Beam and wine?
No, that was scotch and diet squirt.
Holy hell, man! I cannot mix alcohol like that.
Oh, my blood is mixed. Holy shit! My hair looks like shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't cuss on your live stream. I'm an AMC guy, guys. So I'm a little whack. Am I looking at the camera?
What were you gonna say? You got too much blood in your alcohol system?
Huh? Okay. All right. So we're talking about GameStop. That's video games.
Well, yeah, we want to know why you haven't bought GameStop yet, and did you know they have warrants? That's a shot.
Shit, hold on.
Tomorrow is the last day.
Okay, this is a 2-ounce shot.
All right, I'm going to say tomorrow's the last day you can buy GameStop and still get the warrants. So there's your double shot. No, you said you poured a double there. We're going a new direction on this channel. We're being a bad influence on channel members.
Yeah, and so basically, I don't know, where's this going?
What we want to know is why don't you own some GameStop also? I mean, it's been as low as $10. It's got a nice base. It had a nice base around $21. What are you scared? What are you scared of?
I think I fucked something up.
You're still here?
Oh, okay. Hi everybody.
But why haven't you bought GameStop?
Because Trey's didn't tell me to.
Oh Lordy.
But I've got seriously, like, I plunked 30 grand into AMC, and that whole thing really.
And let me guess, when I told you that we were exiting the trade, you decided to go a different direction.
Honey, this is a job for Karen. Karen, not that Karen. He's not that Karen. I'm not taking from your viewers enjoyment of your channel.
No, this is a good discussion. I bet you're not the only one that's sitting on a $30,000 position in the red.
Yeah, probably not. But it's a long hold now. I've had to go down to Jim Beam instead of Bullet Bourbon.
I love the Bullet Rye, by the way.
Oh, that is the best rye on the planet. Oh my gosh. I just realized I'm representing my YouTube channel right now.
You look like you just came off the Pacific Ocean. Your hair's all wind swept. You've been swimming with the dolphins and the harbor seals.
Oh man, that channel has been the bane of my existence. I've had to learn how to be on camera. As you can see, I've learned a lot.
Your channel is very well done. I'm going to say for a one-man camera operator operating on a very tiny boat in the Pacific all by yourself. That is some fantastic camera work, and it's entertaining.
Really?
Yes, it is, truly.
I have I have a lot of follower. What are those called? Subscribers, and they all tell me the same thing. But it's like, I'm sure you've learned that watching yourself on camera is like, oh my God, I sound horrible. I look stupid. Who's going to watch this crap?
Mm-hmm.
And people are just gravitating, and it's so much fun to,
Well, your channel is going to do fine because you are entertaining and you do a good job.
Right on.
And it's something, it's a glimpse into something that a lot of people, you know, might like to do, or, you know, they're like, damn, this guy's crazy. He's taking this little 5-foot pontoon boat out into the middle of the damn ocean.
Yeah, it is. I bought that thing like years and years and years ago and used to do stuff. And every time I'd be out there with the big boats, the big $500,000 tuna boats, I'm out there in this little plastic thing, and they're looking down on me like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, and I'm pulling in a yellowtail or yellowfin tuna, just like the best of them, on a pond boat, like something that's made for like bluegill fishing.
That is hilarious.
So they always said, do you have a YouTube channel? And I'm like, no, that's for Tony Denaro. You know, I'm too old for that shit, you know? And so Karen bought me a camera and said, if I buy you a camera, you're starting a channel. So 6 months ago, I started a channel, and I'm having a ball with it. I spent all day trying to make content.
Well, I hope that a couple people in tonight's live stream look up Pond Prowler Adventures and give you a sub, and then mention me.
That'd be fun.
So you know that you got at least 1 or 2 subscribers from tonight's live stream. And
right,
thanks for coming on. And we are going to do that Gilligan and Skipper live stream one of these evenings. We're just going to talk about fishing and boats. You know, I'm an avid boater as well, although I don't own a boat at the moment.
Oh, well, you know.
But I have a lot of fun boat stories. My last boat was a 32-foot Sea Ray cabin cruiser.
Oh, those are great.
But
I'm not taking from your viewers, am I?
No.
Okay.
We've talked about the stocks. I mean, if y'all have stock questions, we're happy to take them. So we're just kind of wrapping up here. Michael,
I feel like this is what happens when you've invested in AMC back when you started your channel.
I mean, the night degenerates into just some fun banter back and forth and having a couple shots because nobody wants to be serious all the time. I'm already sitting here looking at damn charts and reading filings 8-10 hours a day. I like to have a little bit of fun too. Right. Davinda. Michael says, which stock are y'all talking about? We were just talking about GameStop and AMC. There's Karen. I see Karen. What's up, Karen?
There's my Karen. She's not the Karen. No. This is my strength, my awesomeness.
I want y'all to know just a little bit of inside information here. This couple, they're fantastic people. They live in California. They've come out here to visit me in Texas. Well, I don't think you came here just for me.
No, but the second time we did.
I've met with them and had drinks and broke bread a couple times, and I am always happy to meet with you guys. I'm a real live person. I'm a real retail trader just like you. All the same hopes and dreams, all the same failings. But what we try and do here is learn from our mistakes and not repeat them, and sell AMC before dilution, right, Davinda?
Yeah. He said Davinda.
Davinda Vasher.
Davindo Varsher. That's what I did for a living before AMC, and then after AMC, well, guess what? That's what I still had to do for a living.
You should have made a YouTube channel about that, window washing. How much can you make? Can you make 6 figures washing windows?
Yes, you can.
As a one-man operation?
Yes.
We need to have you on for a live stream and teach these people. There are some people hurting for money right now.
And that's the only reason that I could sort of play with the AMC thing back in the day. I mean, by myself.
You were raking it in, washing windows.
Yeah, as a window cleaner by myself. Like, no help. I did that, but with stupid California.
And that was during COVID, right?
No.
I mean, it was because of COVID?
Yeah. No, during COVID, it shut down because the maskers didn't want me in their home. And so I told them, well, if you want me to wear a mask, I'm not coming in your home doing this. And so I started out when I got out of the Army. I learned how to be a handyman, and I can fix literally anything. And that's,
I can attest to that.
That's where the money came in, because most handyman services or plumbers, electricians, all that stuff, even drywall guys and paint guys, they wouldn't, oh, well, we're COVID, we're shut down. I made a fortune off my handyman knowledge.
There's also a lot of those guys, Devinda, that don't want to handle the small jobs, which is perfect for little side job handymen.
Yep. And I probably raked in a lot. Well, let's just say a lot. I don't know. People might get offended by the amount, but just based off of fixing leaky toilets, faucets, whatever, the big companies, they're like, nope, we're not going into your home because the COVID bullshit is scary.
Well, I had to get very creative during COVID because, I am a business owner, my own businesses, and they got tanked by COVID. And I had to come up with some new business ideas.
Wait, Tony, hold on. Say warrant.
One? Warrant. It's time to talk about warrants on GameStop.
I can't see you, so I'm hoping that you're shooting with me.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cheers. Oh.
Cheers.
This camera is weird. It's backwards. So that way is that way, and that way is that way. And all right. Did you know it burns when I pee? All right.
Karen, get that man to a doctor. Didn't you used to do medical in the Karen? Didn't you do medical in the military?
I did not.
She was a welder.
Oh, you were military police?
Nope, welder.
Welder. Oh my gosh, a lady of many talents.
In the Marine Corps.
Yep.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! That's one skill set I would like to add to my resume, welder. So then people on YouTube can call me a failed welder. But I enjoy. I get a lot of hate for all the stuff that I've tried to learn how to do. People call it, he's a failed this, he's a failed that. I enjoy learning new things, and you want to call me a failed welder, that's cool. I'd like to, when we get the ranch, the next property, I'd like to be able to weld my own shit when we need to fix something. And then I'm going to take it to the next level. We're going to do underwater welding.
Oh, okay. So that's only one step above. Underwater basket weaving.
Oh, yeah. They offered that in college. I should have taken that fucking class. Marilyn Mom says it's very relaxing to watch people fish. Marilyn Mom, you need to go check out this dude's channel and watch the schools of dolphins that are chasing his little boat. And then he puts the camera underwater while he's driving and gets the dolphins swimming like right up underwater. It's so damn cool. I could watch that every day. It is very relaxing.
It's completely humbling when it's one thing to have a common dolphin come at you and do their thing. But when a bottlenose dolphin graces you with their presence and they want to hang around you and they're not frightened by you and whatever, that was my last video.
The eye-opening thing for me was not realizing that they swam in schools that big. I mean, those are massive families of dolphins.
Oh, they're crazy enormous. I mean, we're talking thousands of dolphins. Pods get bigger and bigger as they adopt more, I don't know, stragglers.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't know.
That's crazy. I watching 3 or 4 dolphins, that would not surprise me. But when I see the quantity of them that you're filming, I'm like, wow, that would be so cool to be right there with them. Good night, Marilyn Mom. If you're still here, she says 11 p.m. bedtime. Yeah, it's almost bedtime for us here too. Yeah. I say us, but I normally wake up around 4 or 5 a.m. when my wife's getting home from work. So it's just me. But if I stay up and hang out with you guys till 11 or 12, I'm going to be trashed tomorrow on 4 hours sleep.
How many shots have you had?
One.
I've had
10, 20.
Wait, hold on.
21. I'm assuming you have no filming out on the ocean plan tomorrow morning.
No, because
almost.
I was supposed to go down to La Jolla and do some yellowtail fishing and whatever, and my mechanic didn't fix my car.
Oh no.
He didn't
what happened to your car?
I needed some front shock. It's literally the second repair on my Honda Accord in 250,000 miles. And the shock mounts that look kind of like this are bad. So they're going clunkety, 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 clunk. So I have to get them fixed. And so he said, if you get them done, or if I get them done, or if he gets them done,
Gets them done. He's getting them. He's doing the work.
I'm not doing the work.
No.
He told you if he gets them done, what?
Then I could go fishing tomorrow.
But he didn't get them done.
My mechanic fucked me.
And not in the way he likes.
And not in the way I like.
I'm getting some Deadpool vibes here.
So tomorrow is pretty much going to be full of cleaning house, fixing baseboards, vacuuming, things like that. And then
Karen, tell the truth. He's not going to wake up till noon, is he?
Oh, he doesn't sleep that late. I don't let him sleep that late.
All right. Well, don't overdo it tonight. I mean, you got to slow down there if you got to be up cleaning baseboards in the morning.
So, see this? See this? See this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Irish. Irish hair. Irish. Oh, I can. All right. So,
what was it? What were you trying to show us? You got a GameStop tattoo there?
No.
A Celtic? Is that a Celtic tattoo?
Celtic, not.
Celtic or Celtic? Which one is it? Celtic. My bad.
Celtic. And then, just so you know, it hurts. It hurts. It burns. Oh, I can't get it all on camera. How do I do this?
You have to stand up.
Okay. All right. Karen's going to hold me.
It burns when I pee.
Okay. So there's a story to that.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Go ahead and tell us real quick. You got that? I mean, were they selling that at the gift shop in Thailand or what?
No.
Airport, you're coming home. You got you take a it burns when I pee t-shirt.
My 17-year-old daughter bought this.
Oh, Lord, this is going to go sideways real quick.
Okay, no, it's only going to go sideways if you catch up to me with the shots through your skull shot glass.
Oh, where is that thing?
Yeah, where is that thing? I haven't seen it in forever.
I know, because I'm not drinking in 2025. Do you want the small skull, or do you want the small skull or the large skull?
The small skull's fine.
You want to know? You want to know how I can prove that I wrap over the top of them so they don't get dusty?
Smart.
Because I got tired of cleaning them.
So, Tony.
Yeah.
How many viewers have you lost at this point?
None. I mean, the channel's growing. We're about to push through 23,000. If a couple, like five more of y'all, if like five more of y'all would hit subscribe, you know, we're gonna hit a new number.
Oh, well then I'm gonna hit subscribe. Wait, I'm already a subscriber. I'm already a subscriber.
Go on all your alts and make sure you hit subscribe.
I'm already a subscriber.
All right, I'll do one last shot with you. In the small skull.
I can't see you because you said I can't see you.
Well, you're gonna have to trust me.
Wait, don't shoot yet. Don't. Where's my?
And then the spiz. I see your question. We will get to that momentarily. I just want to see. I'm gonna pour it into the shot glass, and then pour it into here. I want to see how big this skull glass is, because it might be two shots. Okay, and that's the small one.
So Tony,
hang on.
See this?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh.
You can watch right there.
Oh, I can see you on her computer.
All right, this shot glass only filled up the small skull halfway, so this is a double.
Oh.
I don't even want to know what the big skull. It's like 5 times bigger.
Okay, so
we ain't messing with that shit tonight.
Okay, hold on. I'm learning how to use the camera here. All right, is my hair okay?
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. So see that line? That's a 1.5 shot. Bar gave me that. So fully topped off, it's 2 ounces. This was a full bottle when I started. Okay. The
spiz, we're going to get to your question, and Sparky, we're going to get to you too. Go ahead and pour your damn shot. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Answer their questions,
and then
we'll shoot.
All right. The spiz says, can you give a quick update on Railtown if you have a minute? Yes.
Yeah, Railtown.
Railtown is a stock I do have a long position in. I was a little tough on Railtown when I first heard of it. You guys already know that, because you know, RLAIF. If you're in Canada, it's RAIL, but US RLAIF. This is a pre-revenue company. It's an AI company based in Canada, and I've done half a dozen videos on it since, I don't know, June. And you can watch my DD develop as I spent more time getting to know this company. That I became a believer that there is a reasonable risk to reward ratio here, where you could buy in somewhere between this demand and supply zone and probably be okay. They have a acquisition of a private company that I think is days away from being announced. I don't know. I've been saying that, you know, for weeks, that it's probably days away. To myself, not to you guys. I don't give you dates. But what I did say early on was be patient, wait for a pullback. You can buy it cheaper. And man, the Railtown people hated me when it was at 70 cents when I said wait, but you know, ended up being the right advice. It's 40. It was at 41 cents here. It was at 40 cents here. A hell of a lot better than 69. There was a recent AI conference up in Toronto or Quebec, Montreal, I think. And Railtown was there, and AI Partnership was there, and some other companies. And I don't know, maybe Maybe this week, maybe this Friday, we get an announcement. But I have a long position, a speculative bet that the acquisition will be viewed favorably by the market because you're going from a non-revenue company to a revenue company after the acquisition. How it all works out will depend on how dilutive the deal is. And management has told me that they are highly incentivized to keep it as minimally diluted as possible. That's all I know. Now you're caught up. Now we're crossing our fingers. I'm F5 in the keyboard on the Edgar site and the Canadian site every day, pre-market and post-market. As soon as I know something, I will share it with you guys. Davinda, let's go. Warrant.
Oh my God. Your shot does not match mine. I'm Irish. You're like Italian or some shit, right?
Yeah, but I'm not drinking this year, so cut me a break.
Oh.
Hey, let's do a toast.
Toast.
Whether, you know.
Toast. Wait, hold on.
To girlfriends and wives, may they never meet.
She is my Oro wife.
I want to make sure Karen heard that one. To girlfriends and wives, may they never meet.
Don't cross your streams.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, that's it.
Oh, that wasn't you like 2 years ago.
I know, but I'm 10 months out of practice, my friend.
All right. I did my hair for you.
The Spiz, so that is my recap on Railtown. If you have any other questions, you know, that I'd be happy to take other questions on Railtown. I think that, you know, we've seen a lot of bad OTC plays foisted upon the retail community, GTII, G-Bucks, you know, the list is long, but the management teams of Railtown and AI partnerships are really what changed my mind as I dug into those people. These are not scam artist companies. These are legitimate companies. So
that's the camera right there, right?
Yeah, you're still here. We see you.
Okay, OTC. Okay, it hurts. It burns when I pee. All right. So, all right.
The only thing we're missing to round out this live stream tonight is American Dream 3.0. American Dream, where you at? I'm calling on you, buddy. We need a performance artist in here tonight. Sparky says, hey, one more bad YouTube take today. GME FTDs are exploding. He said they were 400,000 announcement day of the warrant. That's a shot for you, Davinda. 600 the next, back to 400K the last reported day. Yep. All right, I'm going to take a look at the warrant, at the FTDs. I almost said warrant again. Oops, sorry. There we go.
Shit. All right.
Let's look at GameStop warrants. I'm surprised, Sparky, you said that I'm surprised you did not say you were mad about these people reporting a 40% increase in the cost to borrow. Woo! 40% increase in the cost to borrow on GameStop from 0.4% to 0.59%. Fucking hilarious. Fails to deliver. GME fails to deliver.
I didn't realize that
4,000
fails to deliver.
What are you talking about, Sparky? 400,000. They're 4,000. I think Sparky's probably sparking it up over there.
Wait, does that mean he's lighting up the ganja?
Maybe. I mean, they don't call him Sparky for nothing. But what are we talking about, Sparky? Did GME fails to deliver? I'm going to show you all the people on Twitter. They were cracking me up today. It takes everything I got, Karen, to not go comment on these tweets. The cost to borrow it's going up 40%.
Wasn't like AMC cost to borrow like 100% at some point when Trey was losing weight?
I don't know. Actually, I'm looking at the cost to borrow here. It's like been 1.13 for a week. What are these guys talking about?
It's been a long time since we talked about Trey.
Right?
I thought
Trey-
cost to borrow on GameStop was like 0.4%. Yeah, Trey was gonna he did a $1,000 challenge. He came back, he came back, right?
He apologized.
He apologized. He came back. He said, I'm going to restart YouTube. Let's start off with a $1,000 challenge. And by day 12, he was like, I fucked up. That was the thumbnail.
Yeah. I was like, I invested $30,000. And by the way, that was not COVID money. That was my own money.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You got to be really careful on these $1,000 challenges. Like if you have a set of rules that you're going to trade by, you cannot deviate from those rules. But I think by like the 13th day, he had blown up his account.
Yeah. I actually discovered Tony a month.
Mark says I typed GME wrong. Are you joshing me? Oh no, you're not
GMC?
joshing me. I'm 2 shots in. I did type it wrong.
He got GMC and got why this company is better than Chevy.
Sparky, I extend all full apologies your way. I should take a shot for punishment.
Wait. Don't wait. Hold on. Are you shotting right now?
No.
You said I can't see you on and this little
Sparky was correct. It was 600,000 FTDs and it dropped to 400,000. And when they were announced, they were at 34,000. So yeah, I mean, when the volume goes up and the price goes up, you should expect that the fails go up. They have spiked, but 400,000, that is what?
Yeah.
1%? No, 10%.
Okay. Wait. Winston.
No, 1%, right?
God.
4 million would be 1%. This is 0.1%. Sparky, I've been drinking. What is this percentage wise? 417,000 on a 400 million float. It's a rounding error. These number of fails.
Would you put that down?
And let's look at the cost to borrow.
I'm on camera.
You are on camera.
I gotta be like
Yeah.
camera.
Here's what they were talking about. The cost to borrow soared from 0.44% to 0.64. I mean, come on, it's not even 1%. What are you guys smoking crack or what?
So
Nobody cares. 1%. I mean, easy to borrow, high liquidity, plenty of shares available to borrow.
she's on camera too.
She's not on camera.
Not at
She
all.
is on camera.
Just her
Wait.
hair.
Just little bits of my hair. Now I'm on camera.
Yeah, Sparky. I don't know what these guys. It's like Sparky. They're desperate to talk about hype data, but the data they're trying to talk about is laughable. And I don't say that to be mean to these guys, but I mean, they have no level of embarrassment about what they're hyping. Woo, the cost to borrow went up from 0.4% to 0.6%.
No, Dodgers. Angels didn't make it to the playoffs.
Oh
Man.
she's watching the Dodgers game.
Sparky, the DOJ, the SEC, the FBI, the Secret Service, they see this data. The cost to borrow is up 40%, yet these shorts still seem to be able to manipulate the price.
The Shriners.
Make sure you hit subscribe because they're trying to suppress this channel. They don't want this good information getting out. And I'm going to make some sweatshirts and coffee mugs telling you that. $31.99. I'm just kidding. I don't have merch. I haven't sold out yet. Hey, Devinda, if we were going to make some merch for this channel, what would it say?
Oh.
What slogan would we put on there?
Oh, catch tuna.
For my channel, not your channel.
Oh. Well, it would say buy AMC and HDHOD.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you a Shriner?
What?
Are you a Shriner?
No, it burns when I pee.
This guy's losing it now. Yeah, Bailey Boy says the dude is buzzed. I think you are.
Well past buzz.
He's well past buzzed. I was going to say wife, but it's not wife. Take that bottle away from him.
I did.
Okay, I have an entire shot still sitting in this. I don't work the camera. That's all right.
Sparky says up and to the right. That might be a good time to end this live stream, but I like my ADD likes to end these live streams on a round number. We got eight more minutes. 8 more minutes of debauchery, Devinda.
Wait. You have a time? Wait, where's my watch?
The Spiz said, here's what Spiz says. I should make a sweatshirt that says, you may not going to like this.
I told you I didn't want to take from your viewers.
Yeah.
Enjoyment.
I think you got that thing upside down.
Bullshit. Okay.
You did have it upside down, sweetie.
No, I did? Okay.
Now it's
All
right.
right. So this is California time. This is fun.
It's only 8:30. You're just barely getting started.
Right? Seriously.
Is that a diver's watch?
Just so you know, this is not a Rolex, but
is it a Casio?
It's Casio.
Hey, do you want to hear a funny story real quick?
Yes, before mine.
Back in the day, I remember this vividly in probably junior high school. Casio came out with a digital watch that had audible sounds. It would wake you up to musical alarms. And this was a game changer.
I remember that.
And I had to have it. And I did. I did end up saving up some money. I threw newspapers. And I saved some money up and I bought that Casio watch, that digital Casio. Probably about 1979, Devinda.
Wow. Wow.
He's a Devinda. It burns when I pee.
I'm just sharing that story. I'm sharing that story because I noticed you have a Casio watch and it's now 2025. They have survived.
Yep.
It's the best Wando.
It's upside down again.
I said the Wando.
Is that a diving watch? I'm going to repeat my
It
question.
is. I've had this for 20 years. You'll
Great.
see it on my channel.
Oh, so it's not a new watch. It's actually just a watch that survived 20 years.
Yeah, seriously.
That's quality. I mean, it looks like a quality piece.
I can't show you the back of it. I'm so fucked up, Tony. Okay, so this is what a Casio. Oh my God. Wait, hold on.
Help him out, Karen. Help him out, Vanna.
So
Do like that. You got to do it like this. You hold the watch and hold your hand under it. Yes.
that
Yeah. There you
Wait.
go. Oh, perfect.
Put it close to the camera. This literally costs you $75 and blows any Rolex.
Amortized over 20 years, that's like about $3.25 a year.
Seriously, I have had that flirkin. I'm trying to
That's a cat and the
sort of, because of YouTube, I have learned to edit stuff. So that watch is 20 years old. And
It's been a trusted friend, and I'm glad you still have it with you.
Yep. And
It says you're the prez.
Shriners.
Are you the president?
No.
Why does it say prez on it?
Because we got this. Oh, do you want to explain this?
Did you get that on eBay?
No.
Etsy?
We got this. Okay. We got this.
Some guy crashed his go-kart and you picked it up in a parade?
No. This cap is super rare.
only like the Grand Poobah.
The Grand Poobah of
Why does it say Prez on it instead of Poobah?
the Grand Prez
Grand Poobah.
of the drum and corps team.
Bugle Corps.
Bugle Corps.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
we met some new friends in Arizona.
Okay, wait. Here's the thing. I think this Irish It Burns guy has gotten a thing. What?
Our new friends in Arizona had it. And
Yeah.
they gave it to us.
Were they former clans? I mean, were they former?
Where did she say they found it?
They at a thrift shop.
Yeah.
Really, they picked it up at a thrift shop. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine that a shiner would part with his hat so easily that it would end up at a thrift shop.
That's what I kind of thought. So
Terry did a little bit of research when he was sober, and only one person has that at the time. And so, it has
Okay.
history. We just don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
it's a great conversation piece. You've been able to stretch this story out for about 20 minutes.
but I want to make sure that all your viewers are still getting validity
They're entertained.
and enjoyment out of your
And the financial advice given out by you.
yes.
I mean, look, the dude is the Grand Poobah of investing. I mean,
Grand
without
Poobah.
question. You need to change your screen name to Grand Poobah.
You know he's going to.
He should.
I will
The Grand Poobah. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
You're welcome. You're welcome to shut me down now.
Mark says put it next to the bed and use it as a trash can. Oh my gosh. I think, you should do like some of these other YouTubers and get a GameStop tattoo and a GameStop t-shirt and wear that to bed because I hear it really excites the ladies.
Nope.
All right. I'm going to end right there. We're going downhill now. Guys, let's go out on a up note. Up and to the right. GameStop trading at $27.90. Davinda Vasher, a.k.a. the Skipper, a.k.a. the Grand Poobah. Thank you, Karen, a.k.a. Hoorah Marines.
Cut me off.
We love you. Y'all be safe. We'll see you on the next one.
Up and to the right. Up and to the right. Up and to the right. Hello, millionaires. Short squeeze plays, or fortune flip. GameStop's journey
A company's dream will amplify. Ready warriors, keyboards in hand, with their eyes on the prize, they took a stand. No one's selling, we're here to fight. How does it go? Up and to the right, up and to the right. We're in for the ride. It's not on the right, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Together we'll soar. Molasses in sight. Up and to the right, we're in for the ride. It's not on the rise, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Together we'll soar. Molasses in sight. Hedge funds trembling, pennies in shock. GameStop stock, you'll never stop. Diamond hands to rocket ships. We're not selling, we buy every dip. Up and to the right, we're in for the ride. Up and to the right, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Up and to the right, molasses in sight. Billions in cash on the balance sheet. We will win even if they cheat. Dilute us more, we don't care. Book value grows with every share. The doubters say it can't be done, but the retail army we've already won. With every share we'll never stop. Investors say we want the stock. Up and to the right, we're in for the ride. It's not on the rise, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Together we'll soar. Up and to the right. Up and to the right. We're in for the ride. Together we'll soar. Up and to the right.
Surprise!
We're gonna win.